Hey there guys, Next Strike here back again for another video, and today I'm going to be ranting on the DC Nation block and how much of a failure it is now as compared to what it used to be. So the idea for this video came from my last video that I recorded, which was my Beware the Batman going to Toonami video, and once I was editing that and I was listening, I was like, yeah, I just started to ponder like the whole DC Nation concept in general, and now it just made me think, you know what, I'm just gonna do a rant on this because it's about time someone did. And just looking at DC Nation, let's just look at how it started and what it was promising. I mean, when the thing was starting, they were saying, oh, this is gonna be this action block with all these DC characters and shows that you're gonna love, and it's gonna be awesome. And it started off with Young Justice. That was the first premiere. And then later on, we were promised that Green Lantern was coming, which it did. And then they were airing side by side. And I believe when Young Justice was first on, they might have still been airing Batman Brave and the Bold at that time. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe it was about that time. So I don't know. Anyway, so Young Justice and Green Lantern, they were coming out at the same time. It was great. Everyone loved both shows, both action packed. Then, out of nowhere, we get a really bad hiatus, no explanation, and then both shows get canceled after their season. For no reason, because they're both doing well in ratings, both doing well with the critical audience, and there's a huge fandom behind them. So, why cancel them? And then, at the same time, Teen Titans Go had just started, I believe, and Teen Titans Go was going to be in the new slot, and so was Beware the Batman. Like, those were going to be the next two shows, and they came in and everyone hated both of them pretty much. Now, Beware the Batman had some fans, but clearly not enough considering the state that it's in. I mean, you can argue that all you want, but just look at the facts. The show's pretty much on death row as it is. And Teen Titans, despite everyone hating it, has the 5-year-old morons without a brain watching it because their parents aren't paying attention or don't want to parent them or whatever, and they're just mindlessly watching this show, not knowing what's going on. They're like, oh, look, people are fighting or whatever. And that's the only reason Teen Titans Go is surviving. And now that the state of Beware the Batman is, well, in the state that it's in, I have to wonder, why do we still even have DC Nation when it's only one show? One show comprising an entire block. It doesn't make sense. Warner Brothers clearly does not know what they're doing, because if they did, they'd have some sort of long-term plan for this block. Now, granted, had Young Justice or Green Lantern flopped and everyone hated it, I would understand, but they didn't. People to this day still want it, yet Warner Brothers is pretty much saying, look, even if you guys fund your own Young Justice Season 3, we're not doing it. So that's just ridiculous to me that Warner Brothers is just that pig-headed that they will not listen to reason, because now they're in the situation where they only have one show, Teen Titans Go, which is every Teen Titans fan I know and every just normal human being I know with a brain hates that show because it's not funny and it's a disrespect to not only the original Teen Titans hybrid anime, whatever you want to call it, because it wasn't really an anime, but it was in a style of an anime, the one that everyone loved, the Teen Titans show. It's pretty much a middle finger to that show and just Teen Titans in general, because it makes the characters insufferable. And that's the only thing representing the Teen Titans block, or not the Teen Titans block, well, it should be called that, but the DC Nation block and just random little shorts. I don't understand it. Like, why does this block exist? Discontinue it, because clearly they don't have any shows coming out, or they would have announced them by now. I mean, look at this. Beware the Batman has been off since like last year. I made that video about it getting canceled like months ago, and they still haven't announced anything. Unless they announce something at this Comic-Con this year, then I don't even know what they're doing, to be quite honest. I mean, if it were me, I would rerun at least something like Young Justice and Green Lantern, or just rerun something popular that people like in that block until you can fill it with something else. Rerun Teen Titans. Heck, the show's doing well enough, just rerun it, or rerun something. But the only thing you're running is Teen Titans Go, which everyone hates. So I just, it blows my mind. I don't get it. I don't understand it, Warner Brothers. So I'm gonna be nice to you guys, Warner Brothers, and I'm gonna give you guys some advice on what the heck to do with this DC Nation block, okay? Because your audience is people like me who are 18 or older, males mostly, though there is a female audience if you actually, cater to them and have characters that aren't just like buff, muscly men wanting to fight each other all the time. Yeah, you get some females too. So here's what you do. First off, you move the DC Nation block to a time that's not like the crack of dawn, okay? Because most people are not going to watch that. And if you're going to have it on Friday or Saturday, move it to just later in the day. It doesn't have to be like midnight, but just move it to like the old Toonami block time, which was, I think it was somewhere like 8 to 10 or something like that. That'd be fine. Move it to then. Every kid is going to be up that late anyway. It's Friday or Saturday night. Come on. Come on. Everyone's going to be watching it then. Okay, secondly, have something besides Teen Titans Go. In fact, if I were you guys, I would just take it off there completely, because clearly you guys are using other days to air new Teen Titans Go episodes, unless I'm behind the times, because last time I checked, that's when they were doing it, just on different days, and they just used the DC Nation block for reruns, so quite frankly, the DC Nation block at this point is completely irrelevant. So, get some new shows, and until then, rerun some old shows that are good and people like. Or how about you just order new seasons of shows that people want to see? Because even though it's been a long time, people still want to see Young Justice Season 3. They still want to see Green Lantern, the animated series Season 2. Or heck, just give us something completely new. Give us a Justice League animated series in the New 52 universe, because you guys are so in love with the New 52 all of a sudden. Give us, I don't know, just give us something. Something. Heck, throw Beware the Batman in there. It's better than throwing it on Toonami. Just let it run its course and then, cancel it. Whatever. And make shorts that aren't just so completely idiotic. I mean, most of them are pretty good, but there's some occasional ones, like the clay animation ones with like child voice actors. Oh, those are horrible. Get rid of those. Because look, you have to cater to who your audience is. Older people, adults. That's the majority of your audience. Now, it's not to say you can't have a child audience, but like I've said in my previous video with Fear the Batman, you gotta cater to everybody. So cater to everybody, and don't be afraid to get some females in there too, because there's nothing wrong with that. And yeah, I mean, if you do that, it's pretty simple, Warner Brothers. Just listen to your fans, and people are gonna like you more. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. But, of course, that won't happen. I mean, what's probably going to end up happening is this DC Nation block is going to be extremely irrelevant, probably irrelevant as Toonami was at one point, because it was pretty much just Cartoon Network's leftovers, which is what the DC Nation block is now. And eventually they're just going to cancel it altogether, because Warner Brothers is so incompetent they don't know what they're doing. So, it's your choice. You either let it just fall into the abyss and have to cancel it, or you do something with it. I mean, it's your choice. It takes no skin off my back, because I know you guys are still going to make cartoons at some point. So, yeah, I don't really care, because I don't watch it. I'm just saying, for the people that do watch it, if you put it at a later time, I might reconsider watching it. But right now, it's a piece of garbage, and I'm not watching that Teen Titans Go crap, because it's crap. That's what it is. It's pure crap. So, anyway, that's all I have for now. Comment below, let me know what your thoughts are on the DC Nation block. Sorry, there's so many like blocks and shows I'm talking about. I get mixed up. But anyway, tell me what your thoughts are. Subscribe if you want more DC coverage or just discussions on my channel, and like if you like. And that's all I have for now. Catch you guys later. Well, guys, before I decided to upload this video, I did look up DC Nation's block just to see if there was anything else that I hadn't learned, and apparently it's been canceled on the Saturday block, and it only runs when Teen Titans comes out. And wow, way to abandon ship, Warner Brothers. That is embarrassingly bad and sad. Wow, that's pretty bad. They'll probably soon, well, like I said, probably just give up on the whole DC Nation block. And yeah, that's probably all that's gonna happen. yeah, that's really sad. Now, if they decide to actually do what I said and just move other shows to the time that Teen Titans Go comes on new, then great. That's what you need to do, but I honestly doubt that that's what's going to happen. I mean, like I said, people don't even know if that's a for sure thing if they've canceled or not because Warner Brothers never tells anybody anything. So it's really all just speculation as to anything that's happened ever since Young Justice and Green Lantern started. So yeah, it's pretty bad. It's very bad actually. But yeah, all I gotta say is just take my advice, take it or leave it, whatever. If you're gonna play it this cowardly, then by all means just let it burn to the ground. Anyway, that's really quite embarrassing and sad, but whatever. Warner Brothers is gonna do what Warner Brothers is gonna do. They never listen. So anyway, that's all I have for now. Catch you guys later.